great full body workout for you today. All you need, your beautiful body, a set of dumbbells if you have them, and if you don't have dumbbells, there's stuff around the house you can use, like laundry detergent, wine bottles, whatever you got that's heavy. Today we're going to be focusing on strength, core, stability. It's a good one. It's a good one. Also remember that when you're starting a new fitness routine, take your time, listen to your body, honor your beautiful body. If you need to take rest or not resting, you can hit that pause button. Or rest if you need to rest and then get back to it. Lots of water, lots of stretching following the workout. Let's get started. So we are going to start on the ground. We're doing 10 of everything. And so we're going to walk through this together. So I'm going to have you come to the ground. You don't need to rush today. So we're going to start on the ground with bird dogs. Again, we are doing 10 in total of everything. So we're on all fours. Core is nice and strong, pushing into the ground. We're going to go opposite hand to opposite leg out. Squeeze that bum. Come in and switch sides. So let's start. We're going for 10 total. There's one. Remember, keep that core nice and engaged. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more on each side. 9 and 10. From here, we're going to do some upper body spine rotation. So we're going to stay in this position. You're going to bring one hand behind your head. We're going to bring our elbow down, look the opposite way. So look against the wall, and then look up. So you want your eyes to follow your elbow. So we're going to do 5 on each side. So let's go. 1. We're getting that rotation in our upper back, getting ready for our movement. 3, 4, last one, 5. Switching sides, same thing. So again, your hand behind your head. Let's go. Now I'm looking at you for this side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from here, we are going to bring one knee up. What I want you to do is we're going to mobilize our hips a little bit by just rocking them back and forth. We're going to do 10 on each side. So core is nice and strong. Be mindful here, we're not overstretching and staying in the stretch. We're just moving our hips slightly. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, keep it nice and gentle. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Again, let's go. 1. If you have not been able to tell already, our vibe today is going nice and slow, controlled, focusing on our strength and form. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, we are going to transition to our backs. We're going to do some hip bridges. So, laying on your back, core is going to be nice and engaged. Heels are close to your bum. And we're going to go up for 10. So, as we go up, core is strong, bum is squeezed. Drive those knees out. Hold for 2 seconds, squeezing that bum. down nice and slow. Okay, so let's go for 10, 9, 8. Now, as we're doing this, I want you to think of all the muscles you've got to use, engaging, nice and strong, pushing into the ground, keeping that core strong, bum squeezed. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, now we're going to wake those hamstrings up. So you're going to put one leg on the ground. We're going to lift one leg up. If you'd like to hold your leg, you can. And all we're going to do is 10 pulses with our feet, flexing them and making it flat. Okay, so 1, 2. You should feel this all the way down from your calf to your hamstrings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. We're going to switch sides. So again, bringing that leg up, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, our last one for our activation, staying on our back, we're going to do dead bugs. So core is going to be nice and engaged, which also means your core is on in your back. Your core is not just your stomach, okay? So it's the center of your body. Arms are going to come up, knees come up. We're going opposite hand to opposite leg out. Return to center, switch sides. Modification, laying flat, meeting in the middle. Okay, so your choice, but we're doing 10 total, which means we're doing 5 each side. So let's get that core on, arms up, engage those shoulders, knees up, let's go. 1. Make sure that core stays on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, so you should feel nice and warm. I'm already breaking a sweat. You probably are too. I'm going to show you what we're doing in our first circuit. We are doing 35 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, 2 times through, okay? We're going to start with a bent over row. So you're going to grab your weight, and we're going to do it as a staggered hinge. So slightly hinged over, core is strong, shoulders are back and down. You can use your knee to rest your hand on. We're going to row, keeping our arm nice and close to our body, release nice and slow. Now be careful, you're not doing this. We're keeping it like we're grazing our body, squeezing at the top. So you should feel it really in here when you get to the top. Make sure that shoulder stays relaxed. We're going to do one side, then the other side. And then we're going to do a high knee. So you're going to hold your weight at your chest, focus on core being strong and pushing into that weight for alternating high knee holds. So with this, you want to make sure your hips are staying straight ahead, meaning your legs aren't going out all different ways. You want to keep it nice and controlled and that core nice and strong, okay? Then we're going to go into a squat with an alternating kickback. So remember with our squats, feet are shoulder width apart, really plant those feet into the ground, core is nice and strong, chest is up, sitting back and down, power up through your legs and your bum. So that's the squat. We're going to go squat, that tush at the top. If you want to do this with a resistance band, go ahead and add it above your knees. Otherwise, without it, or you can also add weight. Next, we're going to go, this is our last one for the circuit, tricep overhead extension. So, over your head, elbows stay tucked in, core is nice and strong, straight up, straight down. Make sure the elbows don't come out, okay? Let's get ready. I will put the timer on. Again, we're starting with that bent over row. We're focusing on one side at a time. Okay, 10-second countdown. Now, if being bent over can be challenging for you, feel free to do something like a ledge.
3,
okay? Or the
2, 1, go.
Let's go. Squeezing at the top, releasing nice and slow. Keep that core strong, thumb squeezed. You guys got this. Nicely done, 10 seconds.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're switching sides. Same thing, just the other side. Three seconds. So get in position,
2,
core strong.
1,
Let's
go.
go. Row, row, row that boat. Really focus on that squeeze at the top and release nice and slow. Five seconds, and then we're going to switch.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. So again, this one, holding that weight at our chest. You want to focus on core strong, chest upright, pushing into that weight, alternating slow high knees.
3, 2,
Turn that
1,
core on.
go.
Let's go. So you want to make sure that your upper body is staying upright, forcing those legs and hips to do a lot of the work. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Squats with leg lifts. So remember, we're kicking back, alternating sides between our squats. Focus on trying to keep that chest up as you
2,
squat.
1,
Let's
go.
Nicely done. Keep it nice and controlled. This is a good opportunity to work on your depth of your squats because you've got no weight.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Last one here before we start from the top. Overhead tricep extension. So let's get in position.
3, 2, 1,
Let's
go.
go. Now, one thing to keep in mind when we do moves like this is you want to make sure your spine is neutral, meaning you're not curving back or leaning forward. Sometimes widening your stance will help with that and keeping that bum squeezed. Keep those elbows tucked. They're really easy to pop out.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Starting from the top. Back to our bent over rows. Remember your option if your low back is an issue.
1,
holding a
go.
wall or a counter by you, that's fine. Remember, keep that arm nice and close to your body. We're basically grazing it. Squeezing at the top, releasing slow. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're switching sides. How about you? I am dripping already. You got 5 seconds, so let's get ready in position.
3,
last time with these
2,
rows.
1, go.
Let's go. You guys got this. More seconds. We got it, ladies.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're going into our pull-up hold with high knees. Remember, nice and slow. Engage that core before we start. You can push into that weight.
3, 2, 1,
let's go.
Go.
Again, remembering core is strong. You can push into that weight. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Nice work.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Squat with our alternating leg lifts in the back. 2 left, and then we get a little bit of a break.
3, 2, 1,
Core
go.
strong. Let's go. Remember, with those squats, send that booty back. Like you're sitting back into a chair or on the toilet, the throne. Again, when we're doing movements like this without any weight, it's a really good opportunity to work on your depth and your form. Almost there.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Last one here. Tricep overhead extensions. Let's get in position.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Keep those elbows tucked. You guys got it. Seconds.
3, 2, 1, done.
Whew. Take a little rest, grab some water. While you are resting, I will show you our next circuit. Just gonna dab off some sweat. Whew. Okay. So we're gonna start with a sumo squat to a high pull. So the same form we talked about for squat, same thing. Your footing is gonna be different. We're gonna widen our stance. Toes are gonna slightly go out. Same thing though, sit back and down, chest upright. So we're gonna go into our squat, come up into a high pull. Okay? Down, back up. Now modification, you can do that squat, seated squat with no weight, just coming up, okay? Next, we're going to go into a deadlift or a good morning. So deadlifts are a little bit different than our squats. Same thing, we're engaging our lats, keeping them nice and tight. Core is nice and strong. But we're going to hinge at our hips. Feel it in your hamstrings and your glutes. Squeeze to come up. Okay, now be mindful at the bottom that you're not rounded like this. You're keeping it nice and tight, okay? Modification, you're doing this without weight as a good morning. So hands by your side, hinging at your hips. Feel it in here, squeeze to come up. Okay, you should not be using your back. You should be using your glutes and your hamstrings, okay? Next, we're going to switch to a little bit upper body. Now I'm going to drop down significantly a weight to 5 pounds. We're going to do a helicopter. So shoulders back and down, chest is upright. One arm is in front, one is by the side. We're going to go up to shoulder level, back down, switch. Okay? We're not going above our head. We are going to our shoulder. Okay? It's a little bit of maneuvering. It's a little bit of coordination. We're working on some brain activity as well. Okay? Last one. You guys are going to love me for this one. We are going to do a single leg shoulder press. Okay? So you're going to get on one leg. Core is nice and strong. Goal is to be in a high knee position. The arm of the leg that is up, we're going to go into shoulder press. Core stays nice and strong. That will help with your balance, okay? Now, modification, if it's hard to stand on one foot, hold a counter, hold a wall, hold a broomstick. You can do it with or without weight. But again, you're going to get that core nice and strong, squeeze that glute. Knee is coming up, staying up. Goal is to not bring that foot down, okay? One side at a time. That is this circuit. Are we ready? Same timing. Okay, 10-second countdown. Starting with that sumo squat to high pull.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. So with our sumo squats, you should be feeling a little bit more on your inner thighs. And if you don't have a kettlebell like me, you're holding your dumbbell upside down or using 2 dumbbells that are a little bit lighter. Make sure those shoulders stay relaxed, meaning they're not up by your ears.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're going into our deadlift or good morning. So you can use 2 weights or 1. I've had a heavy workout week, so I'm just doing 1.
3,
Make sure that weight stays
2,
close
1,
to your body.
go.
Keep those lats engaged. Use those hamstrings and that glute to come up. Also make sure that neck stays neutral, meaning you're not cranking it up. 7 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Let's go for a helicopter ride, guys. So remember, this one's a little bit of coordination. One hand in front, one to the side. Those shoulders are back and down.
2, 1, go.
Core stays nice and strong. Come down nice and slow. Switch positions. Back up. We're not going any higher than shoulder level. And remember not to be swinging your back or arching your back. We're forcing our arms and shoulders to do the work.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Let's go into those single leg shoulder presses. Now, remember, this is core and stability. So engage that core. Squeeze the glute on
3,
the leg that's on the
2,
ground.
1, go.
Let's go up. This is nice and slow. We got this. Seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
How'd you do on one foot for 35 seconds? We're going to do it again on the other side. Again, no shame in holding the wall. Balance and stability is definitely something we work on.
2, 1, go.
Some of us have one side that's better than the other. Woo! See? Even woo! Core. 10 seconds. We got it.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Ooh, a little rest. Back to the top. Sumo squat, 2 high pull.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Go. Sit back and down. Use that bum to come up. Nice and powerful. Seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, into our deadlift or good morning. I cannot stress the importance enough of keeping those lats nice and tight.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Keep that weight nice and close to your body if you're using one. It's almost like it's grazing against your shins. Almost there, 7 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're going to the helicopter. So, shoulders
3,
back.
2,
Nice
1,
face.
go.
Let's go. Nice work. 3 more
3,
seconds.
2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We are going to that single leg shoulder press. So I'm going to try and go up in weight. We'll see how this goes. Let's get in
3,
position.
2, 1, go.
Core on. Seconds. We got it. Stay nice and strong.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Whew, little rest. Switch sides. It's our last one. Our last one actually standing. We are going to head down to the ground for 2 more circuits.
2, 1, go.
We got this, we got this, we got this. Nice and controlled. 10 seconds left. Woo.
3, 2, 1, done.
Woo, little rest. Okay. You can grab some water. We're also going to prepare to get on the ground. Still doing some weights. I'm just looking at my list, make sure I got everything I need. Okay. Let me grab some water before I head to the ground. So, we are going to start with some skull kissers. So, on your back, we're only doing 4 in this circuit. We're going to start, core is nice and strong. You are going to push into the weight, going straight down to your forehead, just bending at the elbows, squeezing to come up, okay? Now, to feel it more, you want to keep that tension pushing into that weight as you go up and down, so remember that. If you would like to add to this, you can also keep your knees up and keep that core on. Up to you, that's just another option, okay? Then we are going to do some over and backs with heel taps. So you can grab one weight in each hand or hold one weight in the center. We're going to come up with our knees up, core is strong. And as we tap down, we're going to go back. Come up, switch sides. Okay, while we do this, you want to make sure those shoulders stay relaxed, meaning you're not up by your ears. Another option, if it's too much to keep your knees up the whole time, you're going to start with your knees on the ground, and as you go back, you'll bring one knee up at a time. Okay? The challenge here is going to be coming up from the ground. So if you need to drop your weight, okay? Then you're going to head into a chest press with a hip thrust. So, weights are along your nipple line, arms are bent, and we're going to do the hip thrust and chest press at the same time. So as you come up with your hip thrust, you're going to push up for the chest press. Staying along that nipple line, nice and controlled. Okay? Last one, we are going to flip over for a reverse push-up. So we are going to start on the ground, and just like Drake says, go all the way up. However, I want this to take you a while. I want this to be nice and slow. Arms nice and close to you, core is strong, pushing up. Okay, so you can push to your knees, to your toes, and if you can't do either yet, that's totally fine. You're going to push what you can off the mat and down nice and slow. Okay, so if it's just your chest that comes up a little bit, that is fine. Maintain that nice strong core, and that's that. So same timing, 35 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. 2 times through. Just so you know what to expect next, we just got core after this. Okay, 10-second countdown, starting on our back with our skull kissers.
3, 2, 1, go.
Remember, option is to keep those knees up if you want. Always nice to add a little bit more core. Having a strong core is so important. And there's so many little things we can do to help make it stronger. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Going into our over and backs with our heel taps. Now, I have a flare up in my shoulders, so I'm going to listen to my body and just use my arms for the over and backs.
3, 2, 1, go.
guys got to make sure that core is staying nice and engaged, protecting that low back. Remember, modification, you're on the ground, one leg at a time coming up.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Chest press and hip thrust at the same time.
3, 2,
Get ready.
1,
Let's
go.
I want this nice and controlled. Slow up, squeeze at the top, slow down. Being mindful that our next exercise, we've got to flip over. We have 15 seconds. Almost there.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Flipping over. So please remember to keep that core strong and protect that back. Choose your level.
2, 1, go.
So remember, we're pushing up, but we're going down nice and slow. We got it, we got it, we got it. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Little rest. Last time through on our backs with skull kissers.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Ooh, my triceps are feeling it. You feel the burn. If you're not, make sure you're squeezing into that weight.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. We're going into our over and backs with our heel taps. Let's get that
3,
core
2,
nice and strong.
1, go.
So exercises like this, or dead bugs, the helicopter, bird dogs, they're all also ways to challenge our brain because there's a little bit more coordination involved. Building stronger connections with our body and our mind.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Little rest. Chest press and hip thrust. Remember, keep that weight along that nipple line as you go up and down. That core is strong.
3, 2, 1,
Let's
go. Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Last one here. Flipping over for our reverse push-up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Core strong. Up, down, nice and slow. This is how we challenge our muscles, build them stronger. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, done.
Guys, that's it for not core. Okay, we can stay on the ground. And we are going to go into our last circuit. We're just going to do a bit of core, okay? So we're going to start on our backs. We're doing 2 on our back, 2 on our front. We're going to start with regular sit-ups or crunches. So if you're sitting up, you're coming all the way up. If you're doing a crunch, you're on your back. Core is nice and strong. Keep your neck neutral. So a really good tip I say is look at the same spot in the ceiling so you're not using your neck to come up, and come up as much as you can off of the ground, okay? Another option for a sit-up, I really like these because I also get a stretch in my hips, hands overhead, and pass your hips as you come up, okay? It's another option for your sit-up. Then we are going to go into single leg jackknife. So we got a couple different options for this. So we're going to start hands above our head, core is strong, and this is also nice and controlled. We're going to come up for our toe. Okay, modification, you're coming up to your knee. Okay, so just depending on where you're at, your choice. Okay, then we are going to flip over, and we're going to go into plank taps. Now, planks, a variety of different ways to do them. You can also do this on the wall if you still aren't close to your plank. But we're going to get in plank position, a high plank, either on your knees or your toes or in box position. Regardless, you're going to be doing the same thing in that plank position. Your core is going to be nice and strong and engaged. Tapping, alternating shoulder. Okay? Now, if you're going into the plank on your knees or your toes, just make sure you're not rocking your body. You want to keep it nice and still, and you're tapping your shoulder. Okay? No body rocking. Not for this. Last one, we're going to do Superwomans on our tummy. Hands by our side, core is strong. Keep that neck neutral, meaning you're not cranked. We're going to squeeze our bum and core to come up, hold, down nice and slow. Can you tell the theme for today? Up fast, down slow. Okay, so last circuit. Let's get ready. Starting on our backs. Remember, we're doing regular crunches or sit-ups to start.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Now, if you are doing crunches and it feels intimidating or you want to get to a full sit-up, only way it's going to happen is by doing little by little by little. So have grace on yourself when it comes to any exercise, that to build strength, you got to start somewhere and you just keep going. One day at a time, one rep at a time. That's how you build strength.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Going into our jackknife next. So often we look at people doing things and we're like, oh, I want to do that.
3, 2, 1,
we have no idea
go.
what it took for someone to get where they are. When I started, I could hardly do anything because I had so many injuries. So I couldn't even use weights. I used a broomstick. So be patient with yourself and trust the journey. It is 1,000% worth it. Another modification, you're going to your knee.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, flipping over into our glute taps. I'm going to do it from my knees today.
3,
Core
2,
nice and strong.
1, go.
Let's go. Remember, nice and slow. Core is strong. Squeeze that bum. Again, modification on all fours, pushing into the ground. Getting Getting used to holding your body weight up on one hand.
Three, two, one, rest.
Okay, a little rest on our tummies for Superwomans. So hands by your side, relax the neck.
1, go.
Squeeze and hold. Down slow. Make sure that core stays engaged. This is another great one as well for helping strengthen your lower back. Remember, when this one's done in 5 seconds, you're going to flip over.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Heading to our back. Sit-ups or crunches.
3, 2, 1, go.
We got it. We are almost there. You should be proud of your beautiful body.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Going into our alternating jackknives. Remember, your modification is you're bringing in your knee into a crunch. Okay? Always important to know what your modifications
2,
are.
1, go.
We got it. We're almost there.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Whew. Little rest. Flip it over. Plank taps. We only got 2 moves left, guys. That's it. Now we'll stretch it out.
3, 2, 1, go.
We got it, guys. We are almost there. Make sure you're breathing.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, lower onto your tummy. Into Superwoman. End this workout off feeling like our amazing womanly selves.
3, 2, 1, go.
All Superwomen. We all have unique abilities, personalities. There is no one else like you. And the sooner you learn to celebrate it, the sooner you have peace and freedom in every area of your life. That, my dears, is my hope for you. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, done.
We did it! Nicely done. We're gonna go right into our stretch. So in a child's pose, we're gonna sit back on our heels, stretch forward. I want you to focus on your breathing, connecting to your body. This is a really good time to give yourself some love, thinking of how proud you are of finishing the workout, but also thinking of the things you're proud of in life. You walk your hands to the left, I think some of us forget that we are more than our bodies. There is so much to us, and celebrating it is so important. Walk your hands to the other side. We're going to come up on all fours, and we're going to go into cat and camel. So, curling in and out. Now, if you're like me and your low back is tight, when you're up in the curled position, you can sit back a little bit, stretch that lower spine. We made a couple more in. Okay, we're going to come down to our bum into 90-90. So, front leg will be bent as well as our back leg. We're going to lean forward and walk those hands out. You can also scan along and see if there's anywhere else in this area that needs to be stretched. So just find spots that you feel need to be stretched, and you just sit there for a second while focusing on your breathing. You're going to come up slowly, and we're going to sit back, stretch that quad and that hip. So I'm not going to read an affirmation card today because I'm just going to share something that I've been thinking about a lot this week. Because I've been thinking about like my journey and hearing from a lot of you of how you're doing, and come up slowly, we're going to switch sides. I'm just reminded of the difference when we are on our journeys, when you root it in self-love versus self-hatred. And if we're constantly telling ourselves, we suck at this, we're not good at that, I'm this, I'm that, that becomes our truth. And how do you grow when your truth is not great things? Come up slowly, we're going to stretch that other side. But if you root things out of self-love, the whole dialogue is entirely different, and so is the outcome. So my challenge to you today is to figure out if you're on a journey right now and it's rooted in self-hatred, or if it's rooted in self-love. And if it is in self-hatred, finding the things that you need to do to switch that script. So we'll go into a leg stretch. We're going to reach for our toes. I mean, some of the things I talk regularly about is affirmations, and it really is re-recording that negative tape that plays in our head. And if you're struggling with that today, just remember to go back to the basics and remember your why. Is it because you love yourself or you want to love yourself, or is it because you're trying to not hate yourself? And be honest with yourself. I mean, when I started the first time I decided I thought getting skinny was going to make me happy, it was all rooted out of self-hatred. I hated who I was. And it wasn't until I flipped the script and started to love who I was that things started to change. You take care of yourself different. Your energy is different. Anyways, that's my thoughts for today. I just wanted to challenge you guys with that. And bring our heels in. Try to bring our knees as close to the ground as we can. We're going to go into a little bit of upper body stretch, so we're going to bring our arm across our body. Again, focusing on that breathing. If you need to close your eyes to center yourself, go right ahead and do that. Over your head, stretch those triceps in. We've got some work in for those today. We're going to switch sides. And over your head. We're almost there. Before we go into our last stretch, we've got our second last one. I want us to focus on our breathing together. So we're going to roll our shoulders back and down. We are going to switch directions as well. But during this, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. So let's go together. Getting full range of motion in those shoulders. Breathing in through your nose and out. We're going to switch directions. Release any tension you have. Last stretch, you're going to grab one knee and twist to the other side. We're going to switch sides. And there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed today and that I gave you some food for thought as well. And that you have an amazing rest of your day.